I want to remind my fellow colleagues, entrepreneurs, you don't read it in the school, but it must be with you right from the day one. Let us start the most successful investor, that is Warren Buffett. Go and read the history of Warren Buffett. You will find that at the age of 5, he started investing. By the age of 13, he made over $1,500 at that time. And this guy was seriously reading the books and looking for where to improve his knowledge. By the time he read a book, The Intelligent Investors, which most of you might have read it, written by Benjamin Graham, he now said that I have got it, he has to look for this guy. And by that time he found him, he wanted to work with him. He said, sorry, we don't have vacancy for you. He has to go back and lobby and to offer himself to work free. And that is how he was able to work under Benjamin Graham. And today, he is number 2, as the richest person in the world. Come back to Nigeria here. We all know that by 1990, we have over 90 banks. And among the list is the GTB and Dennis. But we all know it. Today, GTB is almost number 1. And Paula Adiola learned his entrepreneurs from Continental Merchant Bank. And he did not aim to become the GMOED. At AGM, he resigned and said GTB. And today, it's a success story. Coming to the Dennis, everybody knows about Jim. Jim was working with Afrobank. And today, he left Afrobank and said Dennis. And today, Dennis is a success story. Coming to the capital market, everybody heard the story about the Peter side. This is the guy who read first degree, second degree in London. At that time, works are available there. But he chose to come back to Nigeria. Even when he came back, he was looking for investment banking. But at that time, no single investment banking made a request for a cover. Therefore, the best they can do for him is to post him to First Bank. From First Bank, he was able to be connected with the late Onosodi. And he complained to him that he want to work with the investment banking, that is the time NAL, Merchant Bank. And Onosodi make a request. And from there, he got to complete his NYC with NAL. And he stayed with NAL for 10 years. At that time, they promised him to give him AGM. He said, no, I'm going to set my own bank. And today, it's a success story.
One of the challenges that we have, critical challenge as entrepreneurs in this part of our market, is the issue of integrity that has been talked about, is the issues of trust. Because unless the truth of the matter is the fact that in any kind of business you are, when you cheat people, when you undercut people, it's just a matter of time, you're going to lose. It is a law that is a natural law and nobody can change it. And so for us as entrepreneurs that operate within the capital market, it's important that we begin to tell ourselves the fundamental truths that, unless you're dealing transparently, unless people can take your word for it. And all of us know that our motto is, my word is my bond.
How do we encourage the budding entrepreneurs to be part of the capital market? How do we encourage companies that have gone through entrepreneurial support to be listed on the capital market? Usually when people start small businesses, they are struggling on a day-to-day basis on how to make ends meet. There are challenges of capital, there are challenges of getting the right talent, there are challenges of getting market share. There are also challenges of trying to hoard whatever you think it's your special skill or your special market trait that you don't want to sell to the market. So because of that, there's a lot of intention not to expose yourself too much. And in so doing, most small businesses don't actually achieve their scale or the size and capacity that they are capable of achieving. So what we're saying here is, whatever you have, you should push for it, push for the right talent, have good corporate governance, and approach the market. And it is best to approach the market when you think you are at your best. Because usually, when people are doing well, they think that they don't need any help, they don't need any support. So my advice is, as an entrepreneur at your peak, that's when you should approach the market. Whether you want to list or whether you want to look for money, that is the best time to do it. It's also important for us to help the larger economy, even our own business. How do we get the entrepreneurs, encourage them, knowing that they have these challenges? How do we get them to come to the market? We're still struggling to get the MTNs to the market. We're still struggling to get most of these big corporate bodies to the market. How do we get them? There must be some level of encouragement by the regulatory bodies, even ourselves as the operators. There has to be a high level of education. Most people don't even know the benefits of being listed in the market. So it behoves us, when we go and interact with them, to let them know what the opportunities are for them to list in the market. We need to collaborate with the regulatory bodies, SEC and Stock Exchange, to come up with incentives that would help these entrepreneurs to approach the market. What kind of incentives? Most entrepreneurs struggling to make money, they make the little money, they want to up their game, and then you tell them to pay 30% tax or other penalties or other taxes, education, training. How can we give them a break so that they can come out, show up their accounts, and at the same time be able to take advantage of the market by coming out, being open, operate business the way it should be operated, have good corporate governance, present your accounts when you're supposed to present them. So those are some of the things that we really need to look at. There must be some tax breaks for the clients, so that they can come and list. We need to also educate them. We need to also have some other training for them for the staff, so that they have the right background to do what they need to do.
How do we, therefore, reach out to other entrepreneurs? Because the skills that we have, we are supposed to be in a position to get other entrepreneurs to do their businesses well by providing them the kind of capital they require, so that those businesses will grow and come into our markets. And so as we grow them, we'll make money. As they come and list, we also make money. So that's the second part of the thing of my intervention that I think we also need to look at. And we must begin to work with organizations like the Tony Elumelu Foundation that is bringing together entrepreneurs. We must begin to work collectively with institutions like BOI that is intervening in a very serious way with small and medium-sized enterprises.